In this episode of City Girl in Nature, I met with Adam, also known as Outdoors Pham. He invited me to Hampstead Heath, as this park is one of the highest points in London and also has wild swimming lakes. Home to Parliament Hill, stunning woodlands, and over 25 amazing ponds. We are in for a treat. This outdoor adventurer wanted to fill a void he felt in cultural representation with his Vietnamese Scottish heritage. I am especially interested in his role as a young swimming teacher lifeguard, as I really want to try more wild swimming. Join us as we discuss knowledge on Adam's amazing outdoor adventures and enjoy wild swimming together in Hampstead Heath Park.
It's that real peanut butter chocolate, nothing but a problem. Colder than the brim, I crack that bottle like it's nutmeg. Big bad and blood clot brave, not just a tad bit. None for that mic along with lanes, I'm quite at madness. Spray that granola on them. Digging for them gains, a couple Gary Colemans. Never in my way, I see no competition. I visit couple banks, but not I'm off the guest list. Cooler than the kids that's from the blocks.
So, thank you for inviting me down here today, Adam.
No problem.
Why this location?
Well, obviously, I work in Camden, so it's relatively close, but obviously I come here like a lot because obviously I work quite close by. And yeah, just obviously for the size of it, you know.
Yeah,
it's a park,
it's
but
massive.
you can get lost. Yeah, you can get lost.
I've been here before like a couple times, and it's definitely a massive park. I definitely agree with that. So I see that you do like so many adventures. Like I'm even most of the time when I see you out on adventures, I'm like, oh, I wish I could be there with you. Like you make it look so fun as well.
Yeah.
Like I see that you cycle, you hike, wild camp, like.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've always been, you know, I think I've always enjoyed the outdoors, and I have always been outdoors. But I think it was during like lockdown. Obviously, I got like a bike where you can put like the bags, like a touring bike, so you can put the bags on. And yeah, literally, I loaded it up, put like a tent on, and literally, just cycled to like, you know, like Surrey Hills.
No,
It's
I've
like,
never been there.
You know where it is though? It's literally just outside of London, like to the southwest.
Okay.
So it's not that far. Like it was like a 2.5 hour cycle. And then literally, as soon as I'd done that trip, it was just like, when's the next one? And then pretty much since then, you know, last 2 years, it's been like just a roller coaster of outdoor adventures, basically.
So you're literally from like Lewisham Borough as well, isn't it?
Lewisham Borough, yeah, Blue Borough, born and raised, you know.
But how did that actually, you said you've always been outdoorsy. How did you actually really get into outdoors other than in the lockdown? Was you outdoorsy much when you was younger?
So like, I was, because obviously like, in terms of obviously like my family, so I've got 3 sisters, so there's 4 of us. And obviously, yeah, like, you know, growing up, we obviously didn't have that much money to be going, you know, doing certain stuff that, you know, some people do. But what my parents did make sure is that we were always doing stuff, like free stuff, like just going to the park, you know, just doing free stuff. So it's like, you don't need the money, as long as you put the effort in, you can still create something. So like, yeah, growing up as a kid, those are like the most memories I have. It's like, going to beaches, going to parks, you know, that kind of stuff. So I guess it's always been there, but obviously when I was younger, I didn't really think about it too much. And it's only now, you know, recently, like last few years, and then I look back and like, that's why I liked it so much. Because I actually understand like the benefits of it. But also at the time, like I didn't think too much about it, but yeah.
You said you're Vietnamese, so...
Half Vietnamese.
Half Vietnamese and...
Half Vietnamese, half Scottish.
Oh wow, so like, have you been to Vietnam?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's nature like there?
It's incredible, but the thing is, obviously, the last time I went is like just over 5 years now, so I haven't been there since I've acquired this new skills, because yeah, the nature there is like every kind of climate you've got there. You've got like the beaches, you've got jungles, you've got caves, you've got everything. So like, I just can't wait till I go back again, and then be able to utilize my skills, you know, out there. So
yeah, so you spoke about that you do wild swimming, like a bit of wild swimming here and there, and that's why also we've come to this park. But yeah, like, is this the pond here?
So this is the pond here. Also, as I said, like I love to do wild swimming. But of course, look, we're in London. We're in one of the biggest cities in the world. So of course, there's very limited space. But of course, there's still places that you can go and still get the same benefits. The same as if you was in a national park and by yourself. It's still the same. It's as you can see, it's still natural. So yeah.
Is there anything that you like in particular about this sport? I know that there's 3 different ponds here, so there's this is a mixed one, right?
Yeah, so there's 3. There's males only, women's only, and mixed. To be fair, sometimes I do go to the men's only. It just depends really. It's not like I don't have a preference like I mix or males only. I don't really mind, to be honest. It's just whatever. But of course, I'm lucky enough that, as I said, I work in North London, so this is relatively close to me. But I think even if it wasn't, I still would say it's look, we're in London, so even if you came from South, it's not going to take you that long to get here. It's still worth the trip, 100%.
How do you feel about even swimming here and there's ducks, for instance, in the water? Does that make you feel any type of way, rush or wild swimming, or are you sure?
I'll be honest, yeah, it doesn't bother. I mean, you'll see more. You'll see feathers in the water and that kind of stuff. But of course, that doesn't bother me. Also, I know some people might be a little thing, but it's just I'm at a point in my life that's not a problem. If that's the issue for you, I feel you need to work on that yourself, because it's nature,
Yeah. I just thought I'd ask because I'm quite conscious as well. Some people outside, just being outside, sometimes fly. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just conscious of some of the people that are like that, and their thoughts behind doing these types of things.
Yeah, I do get it, but it probably, as I say, comes down to the lack of experience. They've never swum somewhere where there's literally ducks swimming as well. So it's just as I said, it was when you was asking me earlier, what's one of the tips I'd say, and it's just honestly, just go for it. What is there to lose? There's a duck. It's not going to eat you, it's a duck,
If anything, people are eating the duck.
Well, there you go, people eat ducks, so yeah, I'd say, just go for it. And then once you do it, I always find that as soon as someone does it, something like this, then after they're always wow, what was I doing? Why didn't I do this earlier?
Especially with all the health benefits as well, the anti-inflammatory, the health benefits, lowering diseases and stuff. Because a lot of the time we don't think about the holistic kind of side of things.
Yeah.
It's a lot about the pharmaceutical side of things, and this is actually a way of healing your body.
100%, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not really promoted because obviously it's not making anyone money. You this is something you can do to benefit yourself for free. Rather than pay money and as you said, the pharmaceutical side. This is something you can actually do yourself and give yourself the health benefits. But so yeah, it's definitely recommended.
I'd say as well the physical, not just the physical, but the mental.
Yeah.
There's a lot with wild swimming. The alertness. It actually also makes your brain power much better as well. Actually,
as in what, the activity. You mean?
That.
Probably,
activity,
I can imagine. Yes, it definitely. Once you get in there, your body, you can feel it. Your body literally is working overtime almost. And well, as I said, in terms of the feeling, your body can feel that. Yeah, it's under a bit of stress, but that's why it releases, as I said, these endorphins and stuff to boost yourself up, and that's why after, as I said, you're literally buzzing after. If I can, I would go before work, because once I do this and I come to work, I'll be literally buzzing
for the whole day.
For the whole day.
No coffee needed.
No coffee needed. All natural.
So about to go in for a dip.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's probably gonna be cold. How are you feeling?
I can't wait. I can't wait. Honestly, you saying it's not that hot today. For me, this is hot. It's 22 degrees, I think.
Yeah, that's warm.
for me, UK, 22 degrees is hot. So, yeah. Yeah? Yeah? Remember, that was just your legs. That was just your legs talking. Get to the chest and then talk to me. Ready? So are you still in the end of them as well?
Yeah. I live in Newport, but
I'd definitely recommend somewhere like here because obviously, as you can see, there is actually a manned lifeguard on duty, and as you can see, there are like buoyancy aids as well. So like, if you were looking to get into wild swimming, this is probably like the perfect kind of entry point, as in like rather than just going, to a river by yourself and jumping in and seeing what happens. You know, like this is a really good way to get yourself comfortable.
I'd agree as well, because also I'd say like the safety element of people knowing where you are as well, like what you're saying, when you're somewhere else, people might not even know your whereabouts. Being here, at least they know, okay, they're in the mixed pond in Hampstead Heath. There's that, and also obviously not doing it under the influence of anything, whether that's alcohol, drugs or whatever, like, and also being cautious about where you're actually getting into the water, not going head first, because even though there may be ducks in this one, there might be rocks and other things in other places. So these are a lot of some of the safety things, and also swimming abilities. Being in the pond is much different to obviously being in a pool. So the depth and the way the water naturally moves, even if you're a strong swimmer, you might feel like, like you've got this, and because of you're not used to it, it can actually, I suppose, enable you to kind of underestimate all of which is happening. So
I would say honestly, it probably is the number one killer is shock as well. It honestly is that shock, because it's like it's a lot colder than your normal swimming pool or something, and it's a lot, especially if you're not getting like cold showers at home. There's no real, like, you don't, when you fully submerge into cold water, there's no other feeling like it. So that feeling, that shock is what gets a lot of people. And like you said, like, people can be strong swimmers, but that once they get in and it's that shock, then they can start panicking and get into difficulties. But as I said, like, you just take it slowly and breathing 100%. You have to get your breathing right. So like, I think like once you get in, to have control of your breath is really important. Of course, if you're panicking and you're short of breath, it's just gonna spiral and get worse. So I feel like you need to have a nice, steady, deep breath. And really, I think if you follow your breath, it's almost kind of like a meditation. As I know you like do a bit of that. So it almost is like a bit of a meditation, and then you really just in the moment,
That save lives, that caramel when prawn lines, this hard dance stays smoother than a woo.
Have you or would you ever want to try wild swimming? Share your thoughts and experiences below. Please consider donating or contributing to help create even more future content.